All right, we're live. Hey, everybody. Nicole here with Cellbotics, Repairs First Association, and the Gadget Repair Expo. This call is sponsored by the Gadget Repair Expo. As you can see in the banner in the bottom, you can get your free ticket while you're live only. So please, 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 please make sure that you get your free ticket. Okay, so get your free ticket.
Awesome.
All right, sorry, awesome. I just had to fix something. One of the channels was not right. All right. Okay. All right. So make sure that you get your free ticket, okay, with the link below. Yep. We got something really fun to show you guys. So I'm going to let these two amazing people introduce themselves and what they do.
Ahmed, I am the CEO of many things. I love the previous Upload Social, and now VAS 360 virtual assistant agency, helping small businesses in your marketing, sales, training, hiring, anything you guys want. I'm here supporting small businesses all over the country. Thank you so much. Now it's your turn.
So I'm with Akko. We offer top-rated device protection. It's designed to be, cheaper for the customer and also a better option for our repair shop. So if you'd like to get in touch with us, we'll be able to help you guys with training and all of that, get you set up and get more repair traffic to your shops. Most importantly, if anyone wants to try it, there is a code GRE1, so like Gadget Repair Expo 1, for the first month free for anyone who wants to try the product themselves before they buy it.
So and that's on Akko. It's GRE and the number 1 or spelled out 1?
It's the number 1.
Number 1. You probably said that and I didn't even. Okay, and so they can do that on the Akko website.
Right.
And that will give them a sample or something to try.
We'll give them a free month. A free month. I don't know. A sample. Yeah. Okay. So everybody need an insurance. Every single product you have in your life need insurance, especially car, home, and phones.
Yes. All right. So I want to play these videos so bad.
So first of all, before you play the videos, what is the videos about?
Yes.
What are the videos about?
Our topic today is how to properly answer the phone in a cell phone shop, right? Lucia, you call shops all the time. So you have a good insight on this. Ahmed, you're dealing with people in marketing. You're talking to shop owners every day. You know what it sounds like to answer a phone good. We all know how to answer a phone. So we want to give you some examples of what is bad. And then we're going to talk about some ways that you can properly answer the phone. And so these videos that you're about to see are actually, you're going to recognize the technician. So this is Brian Ahern. This is training content, a part of the RFA's training platform. So if you are a store owner and you're looking for a training platform, the RFA has an amazing one. They have white label content. And so this is a part of the What Not to Do series, which is like, hey, this is what this sounded like. This is what it should really sound like. So we're actually playing you 3 videos from that platform. And Brian is here. Brian, can you hear us?
I can hear you. I can see you, but you can't see me right now.
Okay. So, well, we're about to see you. Don't worry.
Oh goodness. Oh goodness.
You are about to be the main center screen. I'm excited.
Goodness.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and hit play on one of these, and then we'll talk about it, and then we'll play the other one. So we'll just use them throughout this call, okay? All right, so which one should I go for first? I'm just going to pick the first one.
Do the first one. The first one.
Just the first one here. I don't know which.
What kind of phone do you have? Are you looking for a price or just want to know if we fix phones?
1 second. It's been playing. Okay. All right, here we go. All right. Okay.
Hey, Mike. Phone repair, can I help you?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Y'all fix cell phones?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Great. I've got a broken cell phone.
All righty. What kind of phone do you have? Are you looking for a price or just want to know if we fix phones?
I'm glad that you fix phones. I've got this iPhone here. I don't know what kind it is, but it's fallen and it's busted up now. pretty good.
Okay. Do you know what kind of phone you have?
I don't know the number. No, sir.
How can these customers not know what phone they have? Oh my God. Okay.
Excuse me?
I
What?
wasn't talking to you, sir. I was talking to my employee.
Okay.
What is it? What kind of phone do you have?
It's an iPhone.
Can you? Okay. Do you just want to drop it off? Because unless I know what kind of phone you have, man, I can't give you.
Yeah. I think I can
I'm
bring
on
it
the
by.
phone.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I'm gonna have to call you back. I don't think this is gonna work out.
Okay. All right. Cool. Bye. Bye. Customers should know what kind of phone they have. I mean, really? How can you not know what kind of phone you have? You bought the darn thing, didn't you?
I'm unmuting you. Okay. That was great. I think that was great.
It's a disaster how they answer the phones. It's a disaster how businesses these days answer their phone. Like this is what I train my employees, and I don't mean to take over this. But you have to say your name, the company you work for, and good morning or good afternoon or something, for God's sake. Just say something. Some businesses, they answer like this. Sorry, I called the wrong number. I've done that before. I did that. I said, I'm sorry, I think I called the wrong number. Who are you looking for? I'm like, are you serious? He's like a thug talking to me. You can't do that, man. That's why businesses are losing. I mean, it's very basic things. Hello, my name is Ahmed. Thank you for calling Unlimited Prepaid Distribution. How can I help you? What's simple? How difficult is this? Your name, the company you work for. What can I do for you, sir? Or whatever. What can I do for you? You don't have to say sir or ma'am. Just what can I do for you? Just let them acknowledge them that you're available for them. Go ahead, Nicole. Do we have any more videos?
I want to touch on what you said. We do. We have two more. I wanted to touch on something though, where you said you don't have to say yes, ma'am, or no, ma'am, because in this day and age, you do want to stay away from that. And it just so happens that RFA actually has content around that. That they're coming out with a full customer service and sales training, and a part of that is how to address genders without being offensive in this day and age. If you're someone that says yes ma'am, no sir all the time, like I do,
just even if it's just acknowledging the person, just saying the way you answered, and the business, you have to say the business name and you're not calling. Even if you call my cell phone, Nicole, I don't know, I know your number, but if I'm like, hello, this is Ahmed, how can I help you? I had to say my name and how can I help you? Like, even if my friends and family, they call me something, I'm just getting used to it. It's just habit. I'd rather you laugh at me if I tell you how I can help you than a customer. I call the customer who's going to pay me and pay my company and tell them, hello, what's up? Like, what do you mean, what's up, man? Do I know you? You can't talk to me like this. So you have to talk to your clients that even if they know who they are, you have to pronounce it. By the way, if I don't do that, how do I expect my employees to do it? That's what I tell the managers and everything. When we decided to go 100%, we should be. Don't answer in front of your employees like you like them. Treat them, teach them how to do it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, I want to get Lucia and Brian's take on this as well. Some tips.
I mean, like Ahmed's saying, I call probably dozens of shops every week across the country, and there's a huge difference between the shops who have some kind of script or have their employees ready to answer the phone and have a practice versus shops that don't. You can tell immediately. One other thing I've noticed is a lot of shops will just have their voicemail set up and say, hey, so maybe we're doing a repair, we might not be answering the phone, send us a text or something. And this day and age, everyone's ready for the fastest response and they're expecting the fastest possible answer. So they'll probably not necessarily go text that number. They'll probably, go call the next shop until get the first person that answers.
Lucia, if you Google businesses, how many? First of all, I just want to say hi, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Great. If you Google how many missed calls businesses miss every day, or how many calls businesses miss every day, 60% of the calls get mixed. The only average, I'm just looking at the average. Not everybody does that, but the average, 60% of the calls goes to missed. Half of them go to voicemail box, never answered, and half of them too late to call, because if your client called you and you missed the call and you call them a day later, he's too late. He found his solution. He doesn't need you no more. So it is
What do
very
you
important
think?
to answer the calls.
Yeah, what do you think about the Google Voice? Whenever they call, it's like your Google Voice subscriber would like, they're gonna, say your name or.
All these machines are it's okay to have it, better than nothing. But we used to have here now in the company, it goes to press 1 for English, 2 for Spanish, 1 for shipping, 1 for this. I removed that garbage. I put a person to answer, and then they direct them. People like to talk to people, not machines. I mean, if you have no choice, then it's okay. But if you have a choice, if it's my choice, which is I have a choice, I put a person on the phone, because I don't want people to go voicemails. If you call me at midnight, then it's going to go to voicemail. But if you call at business hours, someone will talk to you, and that's what everybody needs to.
So Tony, you missed it. Did you miss it? Did you see where we just played the video with Brian? I don't know if you were watching or not.
No, I did not. I was
Okay, well, we're
driving.
gonna play another one. Brian, did you want to comment on this at all? You are
Yeah,
an actor.
you know,
So.
I get it. I mean, being in a shop, having the phones ringing, trying to fix your phone, or trying to fix a customer's phone, getting frustrated, something's not going right. Maybe your other team member is doing whatever, watching cat videos on YouTube, and you're frustrated. But keep in mind that when, if you don't have time to quote unquote give a good phone, then hire someone that does. And hire someone that can answer the phone. They can do small basic repairs. They can keep the shop clean, because that's your first impression with a customer. And and I'm not just relating this to me if I call a business because I want to do business with them or not, but in almost any industry, if someone Googles blank, 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 they're going to get a list of 4 or 5 different companies. And if they don't like the first interaction, they're going to hang up and call the next one in line. And
Yep.
if you look at it like this, that phone call could potentially put $100 in your pocket or in your business just off of that one phone call. And that one phone call can potentially send you 4 to 5 to 10 other customers. Then, you know, you just really got to give good phone. And it's just kind of what I think in one of our training videos, we call it giving good phone, because it's their first reaction, right? It's their first impression. And, it can really help a business out quite a bit. But I completely understand. I've been there. Maybe not fixing a phone when somebody calls, but I have been in shops. I see that all heck is breaking loose. You're busy. You've got all this. You got orders. You got RMAs. Or whatever, and somebody calls you up and they don't know what kind of phone they have. I understand it's frustrating, but I've said something like this before. The customer may not know what kind of phone they have, and you may not know quantum physics, and they do. So they're calling you because they need help.
Yep.
And taking that extra few seconds can make the difference between no dollars and hundreds of dollars. So that's kind of what I
Yeah.
want to say. But I understand why people get frustrated. I do. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm not in a store today and my phone rings almost all day. I'm on the phone almost all day. And there's times where, I don't want to answer it, but because of spam calls. And that's why I think a lot of shops use the Google Voice, because they're tired of a spam call. And I understand that as well. And I'm kind of like on the fence with that, okay with it. But one example is I was speaking with a person in the last 3 weeks. I'm not going to name his name. And I had sent him a customer, a friend of mine that needed some repair. And when I tried to call this person, he didn't answer the phone. It went to his voicemail. About 45 minutes later, he calls me back and says, "Hey, so and so, I missed your call." And I said, "Okay, no problem." And I said, "I got a friend. Here's his phone number. Could you call him?" He says, "No, I don't like to talk on the phone. Could you just have him text me?" And the friend that I was referring to him was also in his 50s, like I am. And I don't know, most of us don't do a whole lot of texting. But it worked, and the customer got taken care of. But feedback from that gentleman that I sent to him was it just felt robotic and it wasn't personalized. If it would have been a little bit better, he'd be happy to pay a lot more money. So there's a lot of ways to look at it, but at the end of the day, if you're busy enough to where the phone's irritating you, I get it. I completely understand. Hire someone that can answer the phone. We have if you're an RFA member, we have a program through Cellbotics that will teach pretty much anybody how to repair a basic phone and give them the most common repairs like the iPhone 11. Give them something like that to work on, but their primary focus is customer service and answering the phone and keeping the shop clean.
Love it. Thank you, Brian.
Mhm.
Tony, do you want to comment or do you want to see one of these videos?
Let Tony see it first.
Okay, we're going to play number 2. I want to get your feedback. Okay, here we go.
Mike,
Busy,
I burnt my finger. You better answer the phone.
busy, bro.
Dang it. Oh, fine. Phone repair.
Hi. Do you guys fix phones? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. You literally called a cell phone repair company and asked me if we fixed a phone. Yes, ma'am, we do. We fix phones.
Okay. All right. So I have 2 daughters, and we were on vacation last week, and both of them broke their phones. They have Apple phones. How much is it to fix these phones?
Do you know what kind of phone you have?
Well, I know they're iPhones, and they're pretty new because I just bought them for their birthdays, and I bought them from a local store, but they told me that they were a newer model.
You probably have insurance on it. Did you get the insurance on it?
No. We didn't go to Apple.
Where'd you buy them then?
Just a local store.
Oh, okay.
So I want to say one of them is an iPhone 11, and the other one is a little bit bigger than it, but I believe
If
it's
you
the
would help
same
me, I
model.
would be able to get done faster.
Hello?
I'm sorry. I was just talking to one of my team members.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think one is an 11, and
Okay.
the other one is a little bit bigger. So I want to say maybe it's a Pro. So how much to fix those?
Hey, Joe.
Hello?
I'm here. I'm here. We're just really, really busy. And so what I understood you to say is that you have 2 broken phones. One's an 11 and one's maybe a 12, right?
Yeah, it may be a 12 or 11 Pro Max, which would be like the bigger one.
Okay, so I'll quote you for the 12, and if it's less, it's less. Okay, the 11 is going to run you about 150. The Pro is going to run you right around 225.
Okay, and this is for what? I mean, I don't know what you're quoting me for.
Oh, you said your phone was broke. I assumed it was the screen.
Oh, no. Both of them broke their backs, and the Pro Max has a screen issue. But the other one, she actually dropped it in the water because she just loves to swim. So she actually jumped in with the phone in her hand into the lake. And so one of them actually, I think it may have some sort of water issue. I'm not really sure.
What would make you think it had water issue? Did you throw it in the water?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she jumped in the water. But, so what do you think that's going to cost?
We're gonna take a look at it. I can't give you a price over the phone.
Listen, I know you're busy. You sound
Yeah.
frustrated,
Well, no,
but I really need a
if I had
price.
my employees would help me out and answer the phone once in a while. But anyway,
Mm,
can you bring it down? Just drop it
okay.
off, and then we'll give you a quote.
Drop it off. I mean, I have teenage daughters. I can't I have to come in and then, I mean,
Have
other
you thought
places
about
are
telling
able
your
to
kids
quote
no
me.
once in a while?
I called your competitor down the street and they gave me a price and they told me it would only take 30 minutes.
Okay, what'd they tell you?
So, well, I didn't write it down. I have to call back, but I know that they told me 30 minutes and one was
Mhm.
like 149 and the other one was like 99.
Yep.
Do you have warranties?
Yeah. We got a 25-day warranty. Now listen, the warranty. The warranty does not cover when your kids break it again. Okay, so you got to teach them how not to break a phone unless you want to get it pay for the
Excuse
screen.
me? Okay, my kids don't just break things. We happened to be on vacation. We were having a good time and they accidentally dropped their phone and one accidentally jumped into the water. I don't know
That's
what's
okay.
wrong with you,
Okay.
but you know
Okay.
what? I don't think I want you guys working on my phone. You
Okay.
have a great day.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, got another one coming in.
I'll tell you what. I have never fixed a phone, but I could have handled this call 10 million times better.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Which is
think
which,
it would have took me 10 seconds and I'll be done with this phone call.
Somebody says, "How are these calls so dead on?" Well, it's because we've all
yes, they do.
owned
They do.
shops, worked in shops, you know. So we do know.
Yes. No. Let me tell you this. I call stores sometimes. Half of the calls they don't answer, maybe 60%, 70%. And when they do, the other half sucks. And there's almost 10% of calls get answered right, and the rest garbage.
Tony, can you relate to these customers though?
Yeah, but I think I can. I don't want to sound like I know everything, but I think 100% fault is on the person who answered the phone, whether he's the store owner or whether he's the employee. Number one, I will never show weakness to the customer or frustration to the customer, especially if you're a business owner. Number two, I don't give a specific price for a specific repair over the phone, never. And that is why I have coupon codes that I will make sure that they are the cheapest in my town, because worst case scenario, if a customer hits it right dead on and says, my iPhone 11 screen just broke, and I would really have to give him a price over the phone, I would give him a glass repair price versus an LCD repair price. And I will make sure that that price is the cheapest in town. And there will if this person calls another cell phone repair shop, that cell phone repair shop will do whatever Brian did in this video. He would say, just go there, because I will give my customer a price that is unbeatable. And once customers comes into your store, it's a whole different ballgame. You're not falsely advertising. You're just giving a randomly quote over the phone without you checking it. So my proper answer to this call, yeah, absolutely. It only costs you $35 for us to diagnose the phone. Done. Well, can you tell me how much it costs? No, $35 to diagnose the phone. Well, my screen is broken, but my back is broken. $35 is only to diagnose the phone. So when you're selling yourself cheap, I think you're probably going to get cheap customers. So for those people that have free quotes, it doesn't work. I just dropped off my Z365 lawnmower, or they picked it up for my farmhouse to the John Deere place. They charged me $75 to pick it up. They charged me another $75 to drop it off, and they charged me $75 to diagnose it. So nothing is supposed to be free diagnostic. Now, if you're going to get a free diagnostic, you're pretty much, and I think I've spoken about this maybe a couple of years ago in one of my Tony talk shows. The reason why we stopped doing free diagnostic maybe like 10 years ago, because at one point of time, we've had literally a box of 38 phones pinned in repairs, and every single one of them was 0, 0, 0, 0, diagnostic. And these are the customers that are calling you every day. Where's my phone? What's wrong with my phone? And when you tell them the repair is $250, oh, no, hell no. I'm just going to come and pick up my phone back. So you end up, surrounding yourself with the cheapest customers that don't want to pay. They just want to bother you, like that lady over the phone, Nicole, that just want to take things personal. And she just really want to start a fight with you. I seen a video yesterday. It was really good. I was going to share it, but it was on a TikTok. This customer comes into a store and says, I bought some cheese. I don't know if anybody saw this video on TikTok. A lady goes in and she says, I bought some cheese from this store and it had a hair on it. So the lady behind the counter says, oh, we're sorry. We'll take it back. Here's your $40. And the customer says, well, aren't you going to fight me? And the lady, no, I'm not going to fight you. Here's your $40 back. And the sales rep says, oh, so you really want to fight? Well, we're not going to take it back. And the lady just started going back and forth to fight the employee. People come to you expecting you to be stubborn, and they will really want to fight you so they can leave out of there and just leave you a bad Google review. They just want to do that. So don't give them what they want. That phone call would take 10 seconds. Yes, we do fix phones. Absolutely. Yeah, thank you for calling Cellfix. Absolutely. Instead of him answering, well, you call the cell phone repair shop. Well, you can answer it like this. Absolutely. This is what we do. And with a motivational, answer it. Now, it would have been done in 10, 15 seconds. Going back to your employees not answering your phone calls, I can absolutely relate to that. I do sometimes put the camera on that specific person who's only been working with us for 2 days, pick up the phone and call them while the store manager is dealing with the customer. The new employee sitting on the chair, just looking at him like this. And the store is like, "Da-da-dun, da-da-dun, da-da-dun." It doesn't exist. And I would have a microphone on the camera, and I'm like, oh my God, she hears it, or he hears it. And then I would call herself. I was like, for God's sake, did you just hear the store phone ringing? Oh, I'm supposed to answer that? It's like, absolutely.
Oh, man.
The customer on the phone is as valuable to your business as the one inside your store. That's how I direct, to my employees, is the person on the phone is as valuable to the one inside the store. So if you have a customer inside the store and you are the only person, store rings, you're talking to a customer, give me 1 minute. Thank you for calling Selfix. Either you can say, can you hold for a minute? Or you can take that call if the customer in front of you is not really important, because the customer in front of you sometimes is asking, what is the difference between the $50 plan and the $40 plan? What is the difference between the $40 plan and the $30 plan? So for you to brush them off would be, hold on a minute, Selfix, how can I help you? And then talk to the person over the phone. So the customer inside in front of you is just wasting your time, can just feel like shit and end up leaving. So
That's true. That's true.
Okay, there's a question over here. I can't put them on the thing.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm over here sharing.
The one that has has anyone experienced a high call volume that uses call waiting service? We often get 60 to 80 calls per day, and it begins to be overwhelming when multiple calls come in at the same time in a short period of time. We use phone calls. Just hire people, man, to answer the phones. I mean, I wish your problem is a lot of people's head. They're looking for these things because calls and customers need your service. 60 to 80 calls. If you're missing 30% of that, which is about, let's say, 20 calls, you're missing 20 calls. 20 calls, if you can close 5 of them, time 30, that's 150 sales that you're missing every day, every month. 150 you miss. So hire someone to answer these calls and return the calls. Very important.
Average that 150 for $100 repair. That's $15,000 a month.
That's what I tell everybody.
$2,000 or $2,500 or even $3,000 to answer these phone calls. That just pays off itself.
You don't use a software to answer phones. You just have people answering phones at every level.
Absolutely. No, the system I don't like press 1 for English, that, and the third. Okay. You don't own this is not a corporate, whatever. This is not Walmart, you know what I mean? So this is the reason why Tony comes to you is because you're a family-owned business located in his city or her city. So they want to support you. So when you call and you get that, for repairs, press 1, for customers, press 2, and at the end of every single option, you're going to get Ahmed, why? So there's only one person on the other side of the phone call. So just answer it. You know what I mean?
Very important. Very important to answer it. Yes,
totally.
yes.
You guys want to hear the last video?
Go for it. Let's do it.
Okay. All right.
Howard Brown.
Mike.
Busy.
Every single.
Busy, bro.
Quit watching YouTube videos and answer the phone. Phone repair. Can I help you?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
All right, great there, partner. Hey, listen, I've got a cell phone here, and I need a fix. It's an iPhone 12 Pro Max, and I'm out of town. I need a fix right away.
Okay. What kind of phone do you have?
Just said iPhone 12 Pro Max.
Oh, okay. One about probably right around 250.
250.
Uh-huh.
I dropped it, broke the back glass. So you saying that's 250 for the back glass on this thing?
Oh, no, well, no. You're looking right around 329.99.
Wow. Wow.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm on my way. I can wait for it, right? I'm going to take you 10 minutes.
We should be able to get to it today before we close, but I might have to finish it up tomorrow.
See, all right. Fix this thing up in about 10 minutes if I sit here and wait, right?
It takes longer than 10 minutes to fix that phone, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm in a hurry. I make millions of dollars on this cell phone. I need to get it done today.
We have Donald Trump on the phone. If you want to drop it off, I mean, I'll try to get to it, but I can't make you any promises. I don't own the shipping company.
Shipping company? What do you need a shipping company for?
I got to order your part from the vendor down the street.
You don't even have the parts in stock?
Man, I'm a two-man shop here. I mean,
Fly by night bunch of
well, I mean, hey,
baloney here.
I got a side hustle, man. I got to do something.
All right. Well, hey, I haven't got time for this.
Okay. Do
Bye-bye.
you want to drop it off?
No, I don't have
Okay.
time.
All right, bye. Got another one coming in.
Hold on, let me unmute you all. I heard you unmute.
Now, what is funny about this, even more so, is while we were recording some of these videos, and these are dramatized, obviously, okay, just for effect. They are dramatized, but when we made these, right before we made these videos, we randomly called 5 or 8 cell phone repair locations all across the U.S. I'm not going to even say what state they were in. And all but one was close to this. I mean, again, the way I did it in the video and the way we're doing is a little bit more dramatized, a little bit more exaggerated. But I mean, that was the same feel that I got as a customer calling a repair shop asking similar questions. I felt like the other person on the other end was doing what I did in the video.
That made me sick to my stomach. Like,
Man,
like really, honestly, like it really made me sick to my stomach. Like I would want to go through my phone and just choke the guy. You know what I mean?
well, and that's why, before we started creating a bunch of content, we I know 5 calls out of 5,000 repair shops or whatever isn't a true number, but if I could pick out randomly, we picked out a city, a state, and we typed in cell phone repair, and these were not, I will say this, none of these were a franchise. We did not call any franchise. Well, one we did actually. But that was, look at yourself on the other end of the spectrum. I mean, if you're trying to, do business with somebody and you're getting something even similar or close to that,
customers will always try to call to get the best deal. Customers will always try to get the more information from you. Customers will always want to know how long, how much, when. All these questions be ready to be asked. But now you are the business owner, should always say, I'm sorry you broke your phone. I feel sorry. I hear you, man. It's painful. Just bring it over. We'll see. We'll take a look at it and give you the best price. As a matter of fact, we're running some specials on our accessories. Maybe we can show you some, we can protect your phone so you don't break it next time. Give them some solutions. They're calling you to complain and they're calling you frustrated. If you have 2 kids and they keep breaking their phones, that's $300-400 out of your pocket every 2-3 months. Then of course you're going to be pissed. You're going to be emotional. The customer's going to always cry. You always have to take it and flip it and make him feel good as much as you can. Bring him in, wheel him into the door. That's the whole purpose of the call.
I would say if you can't guarantee people walking into your store, I'm pretty sure you can guarantee people calling you by posting ads on social media.
Yeah.
And when I say that the customer over the phone is as valuable as the ones inside the store, because if you have 0 walk-ins, but you have 5 phone calls, that's 5 extra walk-ins that you could have if you answered the phone properly. So it is a recession. I do want to say it is a recession because it doesn't feel like April, and
yes,
it doesn't feel like it is slow time for everybody. I know that, but I think what I say is, you know, these platforms are free to post ads on, you know, Facebook, OfferUp, whatever. And I think it should not stopping you from, you know, I pay somebody from his house, you know, give him $50 a day and let them post 20 ads if you're busy doing repairs. If your hands are busy, hire someone else. You know?
Use a VA.
Tony, for less than $1,500, you can have a full-time employee posting, answering calls, answering your inquiries online, answering your website. It's just you have to do the investment and you have to train. And with tools, we provide you an employee for less than.
So you guys provide that.
I do. I mean, $1,500 a month, not a week, not every 2 weeks, a month, to get a VA to do all the tasks, to solve all the problems that we did.
I have one.
And return your calls. And you know, you do have missed calls. First thing in the morning, you walk in, you look at your missed calls and you call them, because there is someone called you at 11 o'clock. Before they wake up and go somewhere else, you get to them right away. That's
let me give you an example, Ahmed.
Wait, let me put a plug here real quick. If you're watching, because we have a lot of watchers right now, get your free ticket.
Free
GRE.
ticket.
Didn't mean to cut y'all off. GadgetRepairExpo.com. Get your free ticket while we are live only. The code gets turned off when the live ends, okay? So don't
30 more minutes
later and say, I want the free. Or you can call your favorite vendor and get a 50% code. All your favorite vendors are going to the expo and you can get a code from them. But it's free right now while we're live. GSM Warehouse is actually a sponsor, so he's got all the codes. You can just message Tony. He'll take care of you.
Let me give you an example, which kind of another reason got me sick to my stomach. Couple of weeks ago, I go to this restaurant. A friend of mine owns it, and he has like one of those, you know, homemade food. So we walked in there. The line was so long. When we walked in, the store is like 1,200 square feet. So when we walked in, we couldn't even get through the front door. We'd have to really open the front door and stand on the front door. And the line, there's probably like 20 people ahead of, you know, in front of us. So by the time I got to the line to order the food, you know, the guy was like, you know, making food, busy, all that. And he was like, I was like, how you doing? He's like, man, busy. So a day after, I go back to him, and it was after lunchtime, and it, you know, it was a little chill, it was slow. So I said, you know, what's going on with the line? He goes, man, we're pretty busy. We're the busiest in town. And I asked him, how much do you sell daily? He's a close friend of mine. He told me a number that shocked me, that it is not as much as I would have thought, right? So I said, when I got surprised, I said, let me ask you a question. Do you do Uber Eats? He says, no, hell no. They take 30%. I said, do you do DoorDash? He goes, hell no. I go, do you take orders over the phone? I go, hell no. He goes, hell no. And I said, well, do you take orders on your website? He goes, no. I said, well, and you have like 7 people working and making sandwiches, right? He goes, yeah, because we're busy. I said, you're not busy. You're just working dumb. You're literally, these people standing in line is because you have no other alternative ways for them to order. So while you're thinking you're busy, you're actually overwhelming yourself with people who walking in line, because that is the only option that they can order. So imagine if you have, you know, Uber Eats or order over the phone or order on your website, you will probably triple your sales or quadruple your sales, and you would only have 1 or 2 people inside your store. He goes, what do you mean? But I'm not going to be busy. I said, well, people like me, and it's 2023. People don't want to come in store and wait for 45 minutes to get their meal. I want to be at work, order my food, or even if I'm an employee and
pick it up.
My business owner do not want me to go to a restaurant that takes me an hour to get my food, 20 minutes to drive, and 20 minutes to come back, because we're in Tampa and 1 mile takes me 15 minutes to drive. You know what I mean? So if I am a business owner, I want my employee to order online, either gets it delivered to his store or go pick it up once it's ready. So I told them, all these people that standing up in line is because you have a very, very poor management and the way you're running your business like it's 1969. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That doesn't work like that. So I think managing your business is very important. Sub provide or sub repair micro soldering if you have to. You can accept micro soldering, give it to someone else that does know how to repair micro soldering. Have marketing companies do your marketing if you don't have time. Have someone answer your phone call if you don't have time. And if you are the guy that knows how to do repairs, then just stick to what you know best, doing repairs. Because I don't believe that a lot of people that know how to do things like mechanical work are pretty good with customer service. Not everyone, but there is a large percentage to people that, do know how to repair phones, do know how to fix cars, and do know how to be a doctor. They just don't have that communication skills with people.
Well, it's the same thing even in the automotive industry, Tony, where I came from 10 years before I got into the cell phone repair industry. And how many look at it like this, how many transmission mechanics or how many mechanics that are going to be doing a motor swap or rebuild a transmission or whatever, do you actually talk to on the phone when you go drop your car off at a repair shop? You don't. When you go to the dealership or you go to wherever to drop your car off for a service, you talk to a sales rep that has time to speak with you. You don't talk to the mechanics in most places, and it's because it's respectfully I say this because I admire people that can do things that I haven't learned how to do, but typically people that are really good phone repair people just don't give good customer service because they're more focused on the repair versus that. And I understand it. So that's kind of like what I'm saying. I hear people tell me, Brian, I cannot afford to hire somebody. Well, no, you can't afford not to.
Yeah.
You're losing business. I mean, you can add, here's a plug for ACO. You can add $20 for every single ACO plan sold. Okay. And you could make $1,000 a week selling ACO, which would pay for a really good front counter salesperson. And then now the rest of it's gravy. Even if I'm doing quick math in my head. So let's just say you sold 10 plans a week. That's $200 a week. That's a big chunk towards hiring somebody. So there's lots of things that, if you're a single shop owner and maybe you're at that cusp of you could make money or you could make more with, or you really can't do this, restructure, refocus, find your KPIs that actually make you more margin, do the added services, the added benefits. And when you have a person up front that can, here I go again, give good phone, you will get more customers in the long run, and you will get quickly past that point. But you do need someone that can sell, someone that is willing to take an extra 3 or 4 minutes with the person up front versus somebody who's got 15 repairs to get out that day because they got customers wanting to know why their phones aren't fixed.
Brian, I got a question for you. Do you have anything you want to say, Nicole, before I ask the question?
No, I was muted. I was agreeing with Tony. You didn't even hear me, so it's okay.
Okay. Brian, quick question. Since you talked to many store repair shops, what is the percentage, or from every 10 stores, what is the percentage of store repair shops do only repair and they refuse to add other services? What is the percentage from
I don't know if it's a refuse to add other services or if it's more of the scared of the unknown.
That's refusing somehow.
Well, okay, fair enough. I don't know if I actually have that exact data. I'm going to go off of an assumption, and we all know what the word assume means, but just in having the conversations and what I can tell, I'd say less than half do more than just repairs.
Less than half do only repairs, like
no, less than half. Probably, I would say, and
4
if I'm
out
wrong,
of 10,
that do more than just repairs.
Less than
Is
half.
that your question?
So 4 out of 10 do more than repairs, and 6 don't. 6 do only repairs. So
Yeah.
the majority only do the basics, right?
That's kind of my experience in the last few years. Yes. Now there's going to be some anomalies, obviously, but that's my impression when I talk with people.
And that's how people need to change. You gotta, guys, change. You have to add other. Okay, echo, finance, handsets, accessories, skins, whatever you call it. All these are the businesses. There is no more add-on. These are not add-on. We keep saying add-on. This is not an add-on. This is the business.
With Aqua, can you tell us a little bit more about Aqua and
Yeah, go
how
ahead.
can they add it on? I think based on what I know, is it like a $1 for the first month or something like that?
Yeah, so we have $1 for the first month. Anyone can let their customers try Akko for free for the first month. And like Brian was saying, it's really interesting because we have all these people who are experts. They do amazing repairs, but they are sometimes lacking when it comes to the sales. And the reason I'm at Akko, wasn't necessarily in the beginning because I had a passion for device insurance. It was because I was really interested in how it can help local businesses and local communities. And that's one of the things that I really love about Akko. So yeah, you have to be able to push it. When people say, wow, it's $300 for a screen replacement. Well, it would only be $29 with Akko. And here you can try it for a month. And then you get $20. And then as soon as that customer breaks their phone the next time, they're going right back to your repair shop. So like we were saying, put in the extra few minutes to get those people on the phone and do a little pitch. Our team's always here to practice with you guys too. But I've seen it make a huge difference for businesses and help people, open their next location.
So let me ask you a question. If they add the insurance on the first month, so let's say a customer comes in, I'd like to play scenario so this way I can understand better. If a customer comes into your store and they added Akko, 25 days later they broke their phone, are they eligible, or it has to be a specific time?
Yeah, so we do have a 30-day waiting period. So that's part of why we offer that first month free, so everyone can add all of their devices that they want covered. That said, we like to do what's best for the repair businesses as well as the customers. We do make a lot of exceptions, but that is typically our policy is 30 days before your first claim.
And it's $29 for any kind of repair on the phone, or what is it?
It's $29 for all iPhone screens. It gets a little bit more expensive when it comes to, the folds and things like that, but it'll still definitely be hundreds of dollars less than without the device protection.
So $29 to fix an iPhone 13 Pro Max screen. That's
Yep.
what you're saying.
Yep. And then your max deductible, you lose your phone, it gets stolen. Like Nicole is saying, your kid drops it in a lake, it'll only be $99 for your maximum replacement. So
really, so you're saying, I'm really like honest, genuine questions here. I didn't know that. So you're saying if a customer, so if I have a 13 Pro Max and the screen is like $400 right now, it's $9.99 a month, right?
It depends on the device. We have our two plans. So we have our phone only and then our Akko plan. I love our Akko plan. It's one phone plus 25 other devices. That one's $15 a month, a little bit less if you pay annually or do that first month free or both. And then we have our phone only plan. That one's up to $12. Typically our phones, these days are probably in that like $10 to $12 range.
So we're talking about worst case scenario. An iPhone 13 Pro Max is $12 a month. That's it. Mm-hmm. Like worst case scenario, right? And it's $12. The screen costs what right now? Ahmed or Nicole is like $400, right?
Right.
About 400.
So what are the chances that you are breaking your phone in the next 33 months? Right? That's pretty much it. So if you divide the screen cost by $12, you're gonna end up paying the cost of the screen in 33 months. That's like 2.5 years. So what are the chances you're breaking your phone in 2.5 years? There's a massive chance. So I think $12 a month is very, 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 very cheap. Yeah. Like it's just really cheap, honestly. So in I gotta break my phone. I would have an Apple program on my
thanks, Tony.
Tony, you keep dropping your phone. You're about to break it right now.
Mine's broken. Mine is actually broken right now.
I got I got a case, I got everything on it. That is cheap, though. I'm not gonna lie. That is very cheap, and it does make a lot of sense.
It makes
Quick
sense.
question
I would
for
say for people that
clarification.
own like phones that are, 100 plus to repair the screen, it is
Hold on.
absolutely
Brian
worth it.
said he needs to clarify something. Brian, clarify.
Go ahead.
This is for you, Lucia. On the cell phone plans, there's still a 30-day wait period for accidental damage from handling, or is that theft?
It's for everything. There's a 30-day wait period, but typically we will push a lot of those screen replacements through to, help the customer and help the shop too.
Yeah, if it's a real deal, a customer will end up fixing the screen, but at the end of the day, 30-day wait time is fair enough. I think the best way to pitch this is when a customer buys the phone from you. So, or even repair the phone at your store. So the minute they repair your phone and they pay $300, I would guarantee you, I think 10, I would say probably 4 or maybe 6 out of 10 pitches, customers will sign up with Akko. If I go to a store and I paid $400 for my phone to be repaired, and I want to pick up my phone and I just handed the guy $400, and he says, "Hey man, it's only $10 a month or $12 a month. You'll come back and fix this phone." If I like their customer service and I like their repair, I don't see why I would not pay $10 more a month to warranty my phone from breaking again. Especially if it's for my kids, which they would break iPads and everything else.
I have a question because Brian, shops benefit from selling this, but there's an additional benefit if they're an RFA member. There's other things they get to do through Akko. Do you want to highlight that a little bit?
So, yeah, I'm working on getting it more defined in black and white, but so far what it is that if you do give away the first month free on the Akko website, it states that $5 comes out of the commission, and the customer is charged $1. And for RFA members, Jared Akko is waiving that to where even if you are giving away the first month free, your commission is not affected.
Right.
So we are doing that. There's some other little things that we will be announcing here pretty quick that Jared and I are working out for added benefits for RFA members. So you kind of caught me off guard there, Nicole,
Sorry.
just a little bit. That's okay.
And if you're not familiar with who Jared is, if you're listening, that is Akko. So Akko is RFA members get a lot of special little things with Akko. So reach out to Brian if you have a question about it.
Absolutely. And if you already have the Akko, if you're already signed in to sell the plans, if you click on claims, it's going to direct you right to my calendar so that I can get your location approved for repairs. It's a pretty easy process. It takes about an hour on the phone for me to go through everything with you, though. But the added benefits, Akko has added benefits. So, Olympus Lending has added benefits. RTO has added benefits. The vendors have added benefits. So, everybody basically, through the RFA contributes a portion of something, and to where you actually make money, additional profits just by being an RFA member. That will, make the membership fee. You won't even notice it. You'll be like, wow, I made an extra $300. I saved $300 this month on parts just for being an RFA member. But yeah, definitely. You can get a hold of me, Brian, at repairsfirst.org or info@repairsfirst.org, or simply log into your Akko portal, click on claims, and it'll direct you right to my calendar.
Thank you so much.
That
was
makes
awesome
it easier. So the RFA fee that comes out of our account, so Akko pays us back for the commissions. It goes
there's different ways.
Account, and when the RFA takes their fee, it goes out of the Akko's money, so we don't really pay nothing.
It's 6 and 1 and a half dozen the other. Yeah,
that's
correct. How do
correct.
you want to look at it, Tony? Yeah,
we really don't. The money comes from Akko, goes to our PayPal account, sits there. I was looking at it the other day. That's why, and I think you guys pulled the money out of our account like 2 days ago. So I went back and checked it out. All the money that comes from Akko, we pay not even 5% of it back to RFA. So
right,
it's a win-win situation.
It is a win-win situation. Thank you, guys. Okay, one more plug. Free tickets. Get your free ticket.
You got to get your free tickets, guys.
Yeah, you've got 5 minutes probably because we're about to jump off.
I do not get paid. I do not get paid
He does
from
not.
Uncle or our thing.
He does not.
Make money. What makes
He
sense
does
makes
not.
sense.
But ironically, I have a call waiting on queue right now of another onboarding call, ACO approval that they're already approved, I'm onboarding them. So I need to jump off of this
Okay.
one and onto another webinar. But thank you, everybody, for taking the time to hear me out today. Thank you for laughing at my videos. Feel free to tease me if you want to about the videos. We had a lot of fun making them.
Yeah.
There'll be a bunch more
see.
drops. There'll be a bunch more drops into the RFA platform of some other videos as we get them fine-tuned and whatnot. So stay tuned for that. And everybody have a fantastic Wednesday. Happy hump day. And have a great one. But I got to step out. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Brian.
See you, Brian. Take care. Thank you so much.
Expo's coming soon.
Expo. You guys gotta have to attend the Expo. Come to Florida, Orlando. They need you. You need it for Orlando. Come over.
I
Bring
should
the
take
kids.
my laptop outside and show you guys the weather. Oh my God.
Isn't it?
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. It's staying home weather. It's like jump in the pool weather.
Oh.
It's like shorts and tank top weather.
No.
It's
I
like
love that.
sunglasses weather.
Come to
love it,
Florida.
Yeah, come
I
to
know.
Florida. No, it's gonna be
I
fun.
didn't
It's
even
gonna be
feel
fun.
like leaving the house. today.
I wear my yacht shirt today, so I'm ready. I'm ready. Look. Yeah, let's go, baby. Let's go.
It's
All right.
beautiful.
This is a great call. I think this is really informative. I loved that we were able to use some of the Repairs First Association content to show what not to do. So, somebody made a comment, and then we'll go ahead and jump off here. Let's see here. Does the free ticket come with a free plane ticket from the UK? No. Oh, Tech Connect. This is
Man, this guy. That's a sales guy right there. He's trying to close
It
the
comes
deal to
with
all the way to
Florida.
America.
It comes with free Florida weather.
There you go.
You can't get that in UK.
That's right. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next week again.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, everybody who's
Yeah,